Hey, you guys. So today we're going to be talking about EA and how they had basically taken the rights to all the football simulation games. I personally own 22 and 24, but the problem is I think the older games are just better, and there was more competition. Stuff like this ESPN 2K5, definitely a great game. I also have Blitz, and we're going to be testing both of them out kind of to some extent. I'm going to show you like what they did better. In my opinion, I think ESPN 2K actually had better physics and just played better overall. Also, Blitz the League. Yes, you can do some customization in NFL 22, Madden 24, but Blitz the League gets you right into the customization with the campaign, and the campaign is just straight up amazing. I'm gonna go more in depth about that. But what we're gonna be talking about today, basically, EA had taken the exclusive rights to the NFL games as of 2005, and I think there was a large reason behind that. And one of the reasons are 2K5 actually came out for $20. The price point for Madden 2005, which I also own, was about 50. So this forces EA to come down in price to a price they don't really want to be at. They want to be at 50, they want to be at 60, they want to get as much money as possible. The problem with that is you have at the time 2005, 2004, you have all these different game creators making football simulations and they're excellent. They're really good. But the problem is you got no competition after that. So we can't really hold it like you got to hold the EA accountable because now there's no competition, and the issue with no competition is the games are not getting better. They're kind of just there. They're kind of just out every year. Yes, we're buying these games because they offer, new roster lists, and you can kind of update the roster on 22, which I did. I updated the to a new roster on 22. Like I said, I just bought 24. I stopped playing 24 just about a day after because your ability to build your ultimate team is based on the amount of coins you have. It's just easier to pay for 24. 22, they offer cheaper bundles where you could actually basically just play the games, play through missions, and finish the missions. And after you finish the missions, you earn the coins. So everything is in game. You don't have to put too much money in or money at all. And you could still make a pretty decent team. So that's why I prefer 22 over 24. Now, why I would prefer ESPN 2K5 is simply the physics. It just feels better. They have a lot of like scenes where you could see the commentators talking, and it just makes it more like lifelike and realistic in my opinion. Even though the game is so much older, I mean they do have emulators and you can kind of get that crisp 4K appearance to the game, which makes it a lot better, a lot more playable, but it still had aged quite a bit. The thing about Blitz, it's an amazing game. You get to create your own character, basically create put all the uniforms together, helmets. You pick everything pretty much. Your stadium, your manager, your coach, whole nine yards, and your entire team, which that's pretty amazing. But I will say, as I am playing the game on easy, it's nice because you can kind of stroll through. But the physics are not quite what 2K had done. 2K, you kind of know where the guy's going to go, or at least you're able to catch up with him and you're able to get him. In Blitz, they kind of like are very slippery. The players are very, very slippery, and kind of the physics are not the same, but the gameplay is fun. As far as like sacking and clotheslining and whole nine, it's a very bloody, but overall, we need this competition, but we don't have the competition, and that's what I'm trying to say. We really need to put the competition into the game in order to make the games better. We have to hold EA liable, and we kind of have to make the games better. We need more things to more capabilities, more settings, more stuff we could play through and have fun with. And I'll go into that a little bit, but we're going to go actually just quickly briefly go over ESPN and Blitz, and I'll show you guys how the games are. So here we have a few different type of game modes. We got franchise, first person football, ESPN 25th anniversary, practice, situation, and tournament. And what really catches my eye here is first person football. I wanted to try it out. I'm going to show you guys a little bit of a view of it. It's very interesting. We got ESPN 25th anniversary. Basically, you get to play through all the Super Bowls. It seems like a lot of fun, and you kind of get to go back a little bit. But here you can see we can create a player. You can create a team. You can see the historic teams. Manage your roster and your VIP. So this is first person view. Essentially, you're the quarterback. You're going to be throwing it to anyone available or trying to run it. You do get quite mangled going around. There's a very good chance you're going to get hit. So it is a little confusing, but they are trying new things, which is kind of cool. It's like at least, try to give us the option, and then, all these different creators can try to make different types of games, try to make it better, and just adjust little by little every year. I would definitely play this portion. I think online this would be very difficult, not really even competitive. I think the online players would probably best me pretty easily in this mode. Next, we're going to be talking about the crib mode. Basically, here, this is your crib. You can customize the floors, you could add new furniture. We even go into the collectibles and the trophies. This is where everything is stored. Occasionally, you're going to get a call from some of your enemies or maybe colleagues that you play with, and they're going to want to basically verse you in a game or two. This you could choose whether or not you want to verse them. It's pretty plain and simple, though. The crib is completely customizable, as far as I know, and you can add a lot of furniture to it. Here we actually have Jamie Kennedy, who is calling to try and verse me. He's a very difficult opponent. It's not easy, but you could always pass it off and just go on with the regular season. And next up, I just wanted to show off the commentary. As you can see, the resolution is a little bit up, so you can see it actually looks fairly nice, even though it is an older game. Here we are. We're going to be versing Jamie Kennedy. It's definitely a hard matchup, but you just got to love all the details that they put into this game. Here we got the bench, and the players are pretty much getting ready to start the game. So character models are not like too great, but it is, like I said, it is 2004, 2005. So you can't expect like the best character models, but as far as the physics and actually taking a sack and taking a shot, pretty much everything's pretty legitimate. The small commentary in between is kind of weird with Jamie. He's kind of just there, but the commentary is good.
I'll kick. What the heck?
There we go. So you get to pick through your play and figure out what you want to do. Like I said, this is one of the harder matchups, so I did have a lot of difficulty. See, it's like a perfect sack. It's not like with blitz where they're having a hard time catching you, or they slip your arm, or they jump you from a mile away. It's clear, simple. I got sacked. You know what I mean? And that's exactly what you could see.
No catch, and I got your
And
uniform
that's
all
fair
damaged.
because I threw it right down the center. Like he was covered by two people, most likely. So right here, we're going to be getting right into Blitz League. As you can see, the graphics aren't insane, but with the emulator Zemu, you could actually get the resolution just a little bit better and make the character models be at least crisp, which is nice. But what I like about this game is completely brutal. You got blood, gore, you got clotheslining, you got flipping, everything. Anything you can think of, you got on here. It's insane. And the characters that you verse are extremely competitive. Just having their little bit of commentary in between, saying, "Hey, I'm gonna get you. You come past this line, I'm gonna get you," and that's it. And that's what makes the game a little bit more fun, a little bit more competitive, because you have that competitive aspect of the players physically. Hey, I'm gonna beat you down. I'm gonna get to you before you even throw the ball. Here it is, right here. Now, this is one of the parts that I really loved about Blitz the League. You get to basically pick your location, your team name, your logo. You get to pick your characters, even down to the storyline of your characters. If you want to know about, like, they'll tell you, hey, this is the description, this is the background of that character. Do you want that character on your team? Yes or no? And it's pretty cool. You get to kind of design your own team. You get to switch around the uniforms as much as you want, change the color schemes. It's simple, you know. As soon as you start the campaign, this is the first thing you're going to actually end up doing, which in my opinion, it's nice. I want to rep my own team, I want to rep my logo, everything. I want to just do it all, customize everything, and this is what we are and this is what we're going to do. So in this portion, we're going to get right into the gameplay. The kickoffs and punts are very simple. It's just kind of like simple, press a few buttons and then you're good, which is nice. There's nothing too crazy about it. This is where the physics are just wacky because you move one way and you got the guy slamming out of the way, and it's like, oh, I don't know. You try to go for him and the tackle just doesn't hold up. If they're a really good player, then it's going to be very hard to catch them. And you could follow him back and forth. See, like that, like, oh my goodness. I sometimes I'll send like three or four guys just to go and tackle him, and each of the tackles will be so close, but I just can't get them. You know, I'm sure someone that has played like a lot of this game knows kind of like the tricks around it. But for the most part, if they're running, he's like that. Whoa, like, oof. But the game's hard. This is on easy, so it makes it a little simpler. But again, it's a fun game. The storyline's really fun to keep up with, and let me know what you guys think. Though, do you guys think that there should be other simulation style games and other creators that are allowed to still make these games? And would it help with the creativity of EA and just the football simulation games as a whole? So I think it would be. I think it would actually be a really good thing. I know it's about money, and when it comes down to money, it's like they need to make money, but it would be nice to have competition. This way we can upgrade these games and just have a fun time playing different types of games. Thanks again for watching, everyone. And if you guys enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. I'll have my Robinhood and my Firstrade links at the bottom if you guys are interested. And also my bonfire. We make different merch for basically the channel. If you guys are interested in anything like that, please just head over to my bonfire. I'll have the link down in the bottom. Thanks again, guys.